I never believed in ghosts, not really, but something changed when I moved into that house. It was an old place, one of those colonial homes with creaky wooden floors and doors that never quite shut properly. I got it cheap, way too cheap, but I didn't ask questions. I should have. The first night I heard noises, soft shuffling down the hall, like someone walking barefoot. I told myself it was just the house settling. But then, something knocked on my bedroom door. 3 slow, deliberate knocks. I froze, staring at the door. My heart pounded so hard I could barely breathe. When I worked up the nerve to check, the hall was empty, just shadows stretching long under the dim bulb. The next morning, I found the hallway mirror on the floor, shattered. No explanation. That's when I started noticing the smell, damp earth, like something freshly dug up. It would come and go, seeping through the walls, clinging to my clothes. One night, as I lay in bed, my eyes heavy with exhaustion, I heard something whisper. Not words, just the sound of breath close to my ear. My body went cold. I turned on every light in the house, but I was alone. Or so I thought. Then came the dreams. Faces staring at me from the darkness, their mouths moving, but no sound coming out. Their eyes, black, empty, watching. Every time I woke up, I'd find my closet door open, though I knew I had shut it. One night, I left my phone recording as I slept. The next morning, I listened. There was something there, a voice, faint but clear. "Get out." I convinced myself it was a prank, or maybe just my mind playing tricks. But the longer I stayed, the worse it got. My reflection would linger a second too long in the mirror, tilting its head when I hadn't. Objects moved from where I left them, and the knocking, always 3 slow, heavy knocks, came every night at exactly 3:03 a.m. I stopped sleeping. I felt something watching me, pressing against the air around me. The house grew colder, even when the heating was on full blast. And then I saw it. It was late. I was lying in bed, forcing myself to keep my eyes shut, willing sleep to come. Then the sheets shifted. I felt weight at the foot of the bed, like someone had sat down. My breath hitched. I didn't move. I couldn't. The air thickened, heavy with the scent of rot. Then a voice, right by my ear, a whisper, low and hungry. "You're still here." I bolted upright. My room was empty. But the closet door was wide open, and inside, a shape, tall, twisted, watching. The next day, I tried to leave. I packed my bags, threw them in the car, but the engine wouldn't start. My phone refused to turn on. The doors, locked, every window, stuck. It was as if the house itself had decided I wasn't going anywhere. That night, the whispers grew louder. They came from the walls, the floors, the ceiling. My name, over and over, spoken by dozens of voices, hissing, pleading, demanding. Shadows moved where they shouldn't. A handprint, smeared in something dark, appeared on my bedroom mirror. And the knocking didn't stop at the door this time. It came from inside my room. I turned, heart hammering, and saw it. The thing from my dreams. Only now it wasn't just watching. It was reaching for me. I don't remember screaming, but my throat was raw the next morning. My room was wrecked, furniture overturned, the mirror shattered, deep gouges in the wooden floor like something had been clawing its way toward me. My phone sat on the nightstand, screen cracked, a single new recording saved. I pressed play. Silence. Then breathing. Then a voice that was almost mine, but not quite. "Stay." I ran. I didn't stop to grab anything, didn't look back. I left the house that night and never returned. A week later, the house was condemned, deemed structurally unsound. But I know the truth. Something lived there, and it never wanted me to leave. It still doesn't.